The next stitch we're going to do is the couching stitch. So what you need to do is thread your pearl cotton, and we want to make sure that it's doubled. Then you're also going to have your embroidery floss, and we're going to come from the back with your pearl cotton. Don't tie a knot because we're going to pull these ends to the front after we're done. So just leave a few little trailers in the back like that. It's just a way to keep them out of your way on the front. So you want to make sure that they lay side by side. Sometimes people will use wool, or they'll use another type of thread to do this. But for the project that we're doing, we're going to use pearl cotton, and we're going to couch it using the embroidery floss. So the embroidery floss comes over top of the pearl cotton, and it's going to go in a straight line, so it's going to come straight over. And the stitch that we're going to use is actually a right angle slip stitch. Now if you want to get this thread out of the way, just go to the other end of your line, and pull it through. That way it'll just hold it out of your way, and you won't be fighting it like I'm fighting it. I'll take the twist out. Okay, so the right angle slip stitch is actually just a stitch coming straight over. So we want it to go straight over. You don't want it sitting on a slant. You don't want it sitting crooked. This is one of the trickier stitches because we want to keep it perpendicular to our line, or a right angle to our line. So come right over. You don't want to squinch up the thread, so you want to make sure that it's just on the border edge of the thread. You don't want it too far. You don't want it in too close so that it's pinching it. Okay, so once you get over, and remember, don't go all the way through. We're going to go to the other side. You also don't want to place these stitches too close together, but you also don't want them real far apart. So I'd suggest about 1/4 of an inch. The other thing too, when you place your needle in here, it angles over to there. That's why it's called a right, and then you angle slip stitch. So pull your thread. And remember your little taggy things here at the end. You can trim those off later. Now, notice when I'm pulling gently. I just want it to sit over top. If I pulled too tight, it would slant it, so just gently pull it. And then we're going to do the same thing with our next stitch. Remember, those two have to sit side by side. Go over, right angle it out and away. And then remember, pull it gently. Don't pull it too tight. It just doesn't look attractive when you pull it too tight. And half the time that's what causes the slanting. So just pull it gently so that it just sits over top of the other thread. Okay? And that's a couching stitch.